lets you
about this
manipulate
hoe.
anybody who's got nanomachines in them. Sounds like something the devil's cooked up, if you ask me. Mantis came from South America. She was born and raised in a country racked by never-ending civil wars. Her village was attacked by enemy forces and burned to the ground. This was when she was still a little girl. Hunted by enemy death squads, she was separated from her family. She barely managed to escape with her life. Ended up in the basement of this one building. It was full of corpses that had been dumped there. Almost all of them had been tortured to death. She was petrified with fear. And then, she heard the sound of heavy boots on the floor above her, followed by shrieking screams. The kind that would make every hair on your body stand straight up. She had stumbled across a makeshift torture chamber. Somebody locked the door, and she was trapped. It was dark, it was dank, and it was full of a wretched stench. She couldn't sleep with the screams of torture victims all around her. All she could do was sit curled up in one corner of the room, trembling. A week passed, then 10 days. She managed to keep hydrated by drinking the filthy water pooled up on the floor, but there was no food. Being trapped in that kind of place, half crazy from hunger, did a serious number on her mind. Did you know female mantises eat their mates? The screams went on day and night. She covered her ears, but it didn't help. And then, she was saved. By a little black mantis that taught her how to block out the screams, how to plug up her inner ears.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm saying, Snake, that when she couldn't stand the hunger any longer, she started feeding on the corpses. But only the male ones. She didn't realize who was doing it. In her mind, it was a female mantis.
Damn, man. I went to the bathroom, grabbed a snack, did the Macarena, watched some TV, and came back, and Drebin is still talking.
There was no mantis, of course. It was all a hallucination.
She was hallucinating.
Nothing more than some
Crack.
story spun by another person she'd created inside. Her unstable mind was what made her so vulnerable. Later, they ripped out what was left of her psyche with drugs and hypnosis, and implanted the persona of Psycho Mantis. It wasn't her will that controlled the B&Bs. It was Psycho Mantis, half assimilated into her soul, pulling the strings.
That is some messed up shit.
Screaming Mantis was just another puppet. Anyway, she survived several weeks down in that hellhole and finally got back to the surface. But the screams in her head didn't subside. They would always be with her. Only this time, they weren't real. The inner earplugs didn't work anymore. The black mantis had disappeared. There was no place left to escape. Which is why she was always screaming, to drown out the ones in her own head. But it's over now.
'Cause she did.
You freed Mantis from that dark nightmare.
I killed her ass.
The last of them beasts.
You got it, pal. Well, I'm done playing storyteller for a while. Now get going. GW's
Now, in
waiting.
my opinion,
And this
she's,
time,
well, she's technically the final boss of the game, you know, technically, because she's the final beast. The final person you fight is actually Liquid, but that doesn't, I don't really count, well, it is a final boss, but I mean, like, boss, you know what I'm saying? And as a final boss, she was like a pushover. She was not that good of a final boss for the B&Bs, because she was pretty easy. Out of all four of them, I'd have to say the hardest one is probably Crying Wolf,
Where's
because
Johnny?
it's hard to like track her, and then with her big ass be running around trampling shit, so it's kind of hard to fight her. Raging Raven is annoying as hell, and I hate her the most, and she's actually like the easiest out of all of them to fight, because I wasn't doing it because I was getting shot up, but all you have to do is just dodge all her little grenades, like, you know, do a cartwheel while she's shooting, and she'll be easy to get taken care of. And if she does start to mess you up, all you have to do is just go inside and lay down somewhere and heal up for a while, and then go back out and kill her. So she's pretty easy. She's the easiest out of all of them, in my opinion.
I'll protect you.
Well, next to Psycho Mantis, because she was pretty easy, but she was kind of tearing me up with those damn explosive claws. Laughing Octopus is really, really fun to fight, and why I didn't put her as one of the easiest to kill is because her little rollerball move, if you didn't know, like, because I knew it, and I told you to get on top of something when she turns into a ball, that rollerball move can, like, kill you in one hit. No joke. It will either kill you or it will leave you near death. And then when she rolls out of the ball, she'll bust a cap in your ass, so most of the time she will kill you if you get hit with the roll. Stop boo-hooing, you buff bitch. Damn.
We'll meet again. On the other side.
On the other side? Like, you was too buff to die. I bet you the bullets would probably hit her and start crying. Bounce off her skin and be like, that hurt!
Go!
About to get epic in this bitch. He was one buff-ass lady. She cute, but she just buff. You know? I can look at her, but I don't think I can wrestle with her, because she'd whip my ass. Only 3 clips? Well, 4 clips. No, 3 clips technically. Okay. Start booking down here. Dude, my iPod is still bumping. Yep, it is bumping. I am listening to my iPod while I'm jogging down this corridor. I am holding a rocket launcher, and I shoved it in her ass and made her blow the hell up. She had it coming cause she kept dodging bullets. She had it all along in her mouth. I'm gonna put another rocket in her butt and just laugh about it cause she cheated in hide and go seek. You saw that shit when she was hiding and she cussed at me. That's why I blew her away. Yeah. Man, these flashbacks is ruining my vibe. Shut up. I want to listen to music. I don't care what y'all saying. Aww. I was having fun. She busting. Reloading with her knees. They supposed to be frog units. There's a woman with 2 handguns just taking out their whole damn squad. If they supposed to be trained and shit, why is they running just getting busted on? Uh-oh. Got 1 bullet left.
Damn it! I can't protect anyone!
Use the one on your ear.
Oh, this one has a special memento. I can't shoot it.
Would you rather be dead or shoot it?
I'd rather be dead.
Well, you about to die. Bam! She busts her in her neck. And she's rolling. Oh. What took her so long to notice that her other 2 homies got shot in the back is what I don't get. If they have all these reflexes and they flipping and shit, if you was that 3rd frog soldier that got shot, after you saw the other 2 go down, wouldn't you have done like a cartwheel?
Johnny!
That's what I'm talking about. Like, what the hell?
Johnny, you're all
These
right.
ain't trained girls. These is just lesbians in suits that shoot people.
You trying to make up for being late?
What is he late? He was knocked out.
I'll never leave you alone again.
Yeah, because you'll beat my ass because you fucking buff. Oh.
Cover!
Clear!
Ready!
Ow. He getting lit up.
Machines anyway. Right, Johnny? Tell me something. How come Mantis couldn't control you?
She probably used people's nanomachines to manipulate their behavior. No nanomachines, no control.
But don't you?
No! I don't have any nanomachines in me.
Oh, that's why he had diarrhea. And that's why the SOP
Every time
thing
we
he
had
liquid
mandatory
did didn't
shots,
hurt
I
him.
ducked out.
Don't tell me you knew this was gonna happen.
Nah, I just hate needles.
So that's why you were always out of sync with the team.
That's why he always had bad diarrhea.
I tried to keep track of everybody's data on my wearable, but I could never keep up.
And why you weren't affected in Europe on the Volta.
Yep.
Asshole.
Damn.
Johnny, I'm running low.
Don't worry, I got these from Drebin.
I'm calling him an asshole, but then asking for bullets.